Hello and welcome to A Journey to Mindfulness. My name is Laetitia and today I'll guide you through a pure awareness meditation. This is a beautiful practice to experience the ground of our present being and our field of awareness that is vast and limitless in its depth and scope. And I really hope that you will be able to develop an intimate experience of this ground and ultimately to live life from it and in terms of it. Living life with complete awareness. So this practice will be a somatic meditation, which means that we are not approaching our body from the outside as an object to look at, to ponder over, or to think about. We can access to this body of ours through the process of what is called interoception, or the process of looking from the inside. Interoception is a neuropsychological term that means we are not viewing the body from the external and non-experiential standpoint of our judging, thinking, analyzing mind. But rather we enter our awareness into our soma directly, our body, feeling and sensing it from within. We are able to meet our true body within, but only when our thinking mind has been stilled and we have arrived in an interior field of complete silence. So when you're ready, you can come into a seated position. You can be either kneeling on the floor with the knees together and the feet behind you, resting your buttocks on a cushion on your heels. Or perhaps come into a cross-legged position. You can also sit in a chair, as long as you are upright without leaning against the chair back. It's very important to find the right position, one that is going to allow physical ease and relaxation. So take a few more seconds here to make yourself comfortable and supported where you are. Once you've found your optimal sitting position, bring your awareness fully into your body. You can do so by simply feeling the outer sensations of your body, where you are making contact with your seat and the floor. Perhaps the pressure of your clothes on your body. The room temperature. And maybe coming further in by attending to your inner sensations. Noticing your breathing in and out. Your heart beating. Any muscular contractions. Any tightness. And now take a few breaths and try to sense your body as a whole. Sensing your whole body. And as you are sitting present in your body, try to sense the earth under you. Feel yourself resting on the earth. Feel how the earth is supporting you. Then try to feel deeper down to the presence of the earth below. What is that presence like? Is it as small children being held by our mother or another loving caregiver? At that time, our sensations were not only physical, there was also an emotional impact. We could feel their protection, their nurturance, and their love. And as our sensitivity develops, we're able to feel the very same things with Mother Earth as she holds us. See if you can begin to sense these qualities. Take some time to feel this presence of the earth beneath you. Coming to understand that when indigenous traditions refer to Mother Earth, this is not just a metaphorical reference. Here we may begin to sense something that will be most important in our somatic journey. Interoception is not just the ability that enables us to know our body from the inside. It's also that capacity to go further. As we develop our interoception, we can also tune into and directly experience the inner being of what is usually considered outside of us, such as the earth, or the people, the universe. And now imagine that you are slowly and gently breathing directly into your lower belly. To do this, visualize a spot about 4 inches below the navel on your center line, approximately midway between the perineum and the navel. Imagine yourself bringing the breath directly into that place. Keep breathing in this way until you begin to feel some kind of sensation. As the breath enters, it could be as subtle as a very slight pressure, or it could be more obvious, such as a feeling of coolness and freshness. Keep in mind that we are working on what is called the inner breath, prana, or chi, not the breath coming through our respiratory system. It feels different from the outer breath, but as we progress, the sensation can become quite tangible. As you breathe, visualize that you are opening up a space in and around that spot. In the beginning, we are simply imagining, but as we continue, very real sensations and somatic experiences begin to occur. So stick with it just a little longer. Keep breathing in this way until you can sense the space opening up and what that space feels like. Let the space open further and expand slightly as you breathe. Try to feel the breath coming into that open space, filling and dissolving into it. Try to keep your awareness within this lower belly openness you are developing as you breathe. The longer you are able to carry out this practice, the more definite your felt sense of this space in the lower belly will become. And now direct your awareness to your spine and allow it to come into an upright and relaxed alignment. You can check your alignment by moving slightly forward and back and then side to side to find what feels perfectly upright for you. You will find that this perfect posture is found when the back is straight, with a feeling of relaxation and rising spine. When we are talking about alignment, in this case, it does not mean straight, as we would see it from the outside, but it's a sense from within. An alignment that feels right from within. A feeling of a back that is upright, relaxed and aligned without being rigid. Feel the rising flow of energy along the line of your spine, just inside your body. Try to feel how the spine itself and its subtle rising energy are rooted in and emerging from the space of the lower belly. To further arrive at the posture of the straight, relaxed, aligned and rising spine, imagine the top of your head lifting towards the heavens. Direct your attention to the back part of the top of your skull, to the crown of the head. It is from this point that the skull rises upward. It might help you to visualize a cord attached to the crown of the head and being pulled up towards the sky. Feeling the rising energy up along the back line of the body, flowing up through the back of the head and naturally causing the head to float upward. As the head floats upward, we feel the spine itself elongate and rise upward as well. And next, allow your chin to drop gently, almost imperceptibly, towards your chest. Allow it to drop to the end of your range of natural motion. And then raise it up just a little bit, so there is no feeling of strain or tension, just the sense of relaxation. As you drop your chin, notice how this draws your spine into a more upright and elongated position. Notice also how it opens and frees your spine and promotes a more definite sense of the upflow of energy along the back line. And now imagine your ears are traveling straight back, bringing them in the plane of your shoulders. There is a feeling that the ears are continually drifting or moving backward. This is a great step to balance and correct any tendency of the head to tilt down too far. And now put your whole attention on the back of your neck, the cervical spine, between the top of your torso at shoulder level and the base of your skull. Can you feel any tension or restriction there? Can you feel your neck calling you for some further awareness and relaxation here? Attending to your neck, then let it be the very focus of your attention right now. Feel into it, allowing it to open, elongate, and relax. Let the feeling of this process translate and extend all the way down your spine, and then all the way up to the top of your head. As you do so, developing a sense of the organic unity of your entire spine from its base to the top of the head. We're not prioritizing any one part, but being equally and somatically present through the whole length of it. Having a sense of this corridor as a whole that is opening, rising and rising. As you're sitting in that upright posture, try gently shifting forward and backward to find a position where your posture feels the most upright, open, and easy. You may start with rather larger movements, noticing the point where you cross the center. It will feel spacious and free. And gradually make your movements smaller and more precise until you're barely moving at all. Finally, settle into that effortless, open space. And now go through exactly the same process with side-to-side movements. In order to find a midpoint in the side-to-side movements, you could visualize your nose arriving in a direct line over your navel. And as you gently come back to stillness, bring awareness onto the mouth and the jaw. The jaws should be relaxed with the lips just touching. The tongue floats inside the mouth, which enhances empty, open awareness. You may need to spend a fair amount of time, perhaps over many meditation sessions, to find out just how tense your jaw is, how to release it, and what it actually feels like when it's in this state of relaxation. As you work with your jaw to loosen and relax, notice the subtle but very definite impact this process has on the overall feeling of awareness, particularly along your back line, and most especially in your neck and your head. Notice how it seems to soften, clarify, and open the space further. In the journey we've been making so far, there's a space that's been left out, and this is our heart space. Our heart, with all its subtle feelings, has been hovering somewhere in the background, waiting to be included. Some of you may already have been sensing this. But now let's all bring our attention to our heart center right in the middle of the chest. Have a slight feeling of the heart center softening and opening. Have a sense of the shoulders relaxing and dropping slightly, and the scapula in the back moving towards each other. At this point, having developed such a strong sense of openness in our torso along the back line, we will likely be able to sense all kinds of feeling responses. The more space, the more experience. Our openness makes room in our consciousness for all kinds of subtle feelings, intuitions, and sensations that we had not previously noticed. And none of these are random. They are all aspects of experience that have arrived in our soma, in our body, but that we have chosen to marginalize or even completely repress. At this time, our heart may resonate with an abundance of feeling, subtle yet strong and difficult to name. It may happen that difficult, painful feelings arise. If so, try to remain soft and relaxed and grounded in your body. Open to these feelings and sensations. They are just separated parts of yourself that want to come back. There may also arise warmth in the form of tenderness, yearning, longing, not for anything specific, but as a quality of the heart space itself. This is a moment of discovery. It's awakening to what our heart actually is and what it actually knows. As you open to your heart, feel the open, empty space of the central channel behind it. And this will keep you from fixating too much on any particular feeling and becoming obsessed with or derailed by it. Just stay connected with the integrity of the central channel space, where it passes behind the heart, and make room in your awareness for whatever feelings begin to brew in your heart. If anything begins to feel too threatening or overwhelming, just back off your practice. Don't try to go any further and simply rest in your body. Physically back up too. Just move your awareness to the back of the body and the central channel and totally relax and let go. Take a break for the day if necessary. This is your journey and there is absolutely no rush. And now become aware of your breath. Notice where you are breathing in and breathing out. the way to practice with the breath is to not do anything with it. It doesn't matter whether it's fast or slow, superficial or deep, pleasant or unpleasant. In no way do we try to manipulate, alter, or change it. Here, simply note it as part of the developing experience of your body in the posture, and leave it completely alone. Leave it in its own place to be whatever it wants to be. As you sit, perhaps you will sense the breath arriving in your lower belly and moving almost imperceptibly up your central channel. As you leave the breath as is in its own place, there might be a process of discovery that starts to unfold. In being with our breath, attending to it but not interfering or meddling with its natural process, we begin to develop a conscious and ever deepening relationship with the inner breath, of which the outer breath is the shell. As this practice of pureness depends and evolves, your attention will naturally reside much more within the inner breath, and that subtle breath will become an essential guide. And now allow your awareness to inhabit and pervade your body as a whole. As much as possible, merge your awareness into the body, into the soma. Just be in your body. Be your body. Sense this totality of the body. And as you remain here a little longer, with complete awareness of your whole body, you may take great interest in the play of your mind when you want to move, but do not give in to the impulse and try to remain unmoving, resisting the demands of impulse to fidget or shift around. Explore your experience here, but try to not give in. Now is a great time if you'd like to start your meditation, if you have another practice after this one, as this practice of pure awareness is a great way to prepare the body and the mind for further meditation. But you can also practice this pure awareness on its own, and when you are ready, gently open the eyes and slowly come back into the world. Do not hesitate to share your experience with me. I would love to hear how it felt for you. If you want to send me a message or leave a little comment below. Otherwise, I wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you next time for another practice. Take care.